Hello, hello. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you for coming and saying hello. Welcome in. Ancient Red Dragon. No, this is not a re-upload. This is a live stream. How's the audio for you guys? Did you want me to turn it up a little bit? What's the vibe? Cuboid, welcome in. And Lucor, welcome, welcome. And Arch, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you guys. Is everyone having a wonderful Sunday, wonderful weekend? We're live! I know I'm a bit nervous. This is my second YouTube live stream, so it's like a little bit of a effort to kind of do it. YouTube is like really different to Twitch, so it's kind of like there's a lot of buttons to press, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit all over the place. But it's okay. It's working. We're all good. Sounds good to me. Perfect. Thank you, Ancient. And William, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, Cuboid. Yeah, do you like the hair braid? It's cool, right? I feel like I really wanted to look like Alrond, but I couldn't figure out how to do the knots. He has like a knot, and I was like, oh, why does that look so difficult? So we just kind of went with the braids. Millie, welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Queen. I like your crown. Thank you, William. Yeah, this is an old one. This is from when I played Baldur's Gate, like back in the day. And I have the other crown. Okay, I will say, okay, first of all, hello and welcome in, everyone. Okay, everyone take a deep breath, all right? So, first of all, everyone has to be respectful of everyone's opinions. Basically I have like a list of discussion points so I can hear everyone's like opinion and stuff, but I do want everyone to be respectful. And I also did just finish watching The Two Towers. Oh, it was really good. This like outfit was for the Two Towers reaction. So I just finished it like an hour ago and it was really good. No spoilers, you have to watch the video. It's gonna hopefully come out on Thursday. Like part 1 will come out on Thursday, but yeah, no spoilers, guys. Yes, please, no spoilers. Obviously, I finished Two Towers. So, like, we are discussing Fellowship, but no spoilers for the third movie, because that's the one that I haven't seen yet. But yeah. Yeah, the Elrond sad braids. I'm here to mercilessly mock any mistakes you make. Shut up, QA. I'm having a bad day at the moment. My cats have decided not to sleep. Oh no, William. You just have to like get the, what is it? Is it catnip? Just put the catnip on your body and then they'll come sleep on top of you. And Otaku, welcome in, welcome in. I remember the date of my appointment. Yeah, sorry about the reschedule of the live. I did schedule it for yesterday, but I got a little bit busy, so we rescheduled to today. So no worries. This also will be uploaded like onto YouTube after, so people can like watch it later if you miss out on some stuff. Bart Simpson, welcome, welcome. I love the way you were honest about not liking Ross. I've seen the whole show 20 Starting to like Ross made me want to watch it. Oh my god. But stop it. Listen, okay? It's a roller coaster with Ross. Don't like speak too soon, okay? Because I'm in the middle of season 2 at the moment. And OJ, welcome in. You look quite elvish, thank you. Yeah, no spoilers. So we can talk about the Two Towers. No, I'm gonna say no, because I feel like the Two Towers is like fresh in my brain right now. So I might accidentally say something like about it. Like I might get it confused, which is why I wrote down the questions so that I don't get them confused. But basically when I like edit the movie, I essentially like rewatch it, right? Because I have to like go through and cut it all up. So I am technically rewatching the entire movie. So I feel like once I rewatch it while I edit, I'll be able to like flesh out my thoughts a bit more with Two Towers, because there was a lot of stuff that happened. But yeah, I actually I did enjoy it. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it more than the first one. I think I did, to be honest. Just like by a little bit. Well, 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 Jimbo, how are you? Jimbo, I did shout you out in my friends live stream from last week. I was telling people about the what is it, the Google Doc that you made for me. Everyone was very impressed. That's what I mean. Oh my god. I think I'm like I think I'm like halfway through season 2 on Patreon with friends, but so there have been some opinions. And Michelino, hello, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Where the aliens land and Joey marries one of them. Spoilers, sorry. Okay, I will say we are gonna keep this like live stream just for Lord of the Rings. So I know there are a couple Friends fans in here, but because this will be up on the channel and obviously Lord of the Rings fans might watch it, I think we'll try and keep it like just to Lord of the Rings. How old are you? That's a secret bar. You never ask a woman how old they are. Yeah, Two Towers is your favorite. Interesting. Premiere live stream. Live stream, Danny. This is not a premiere. I don't think I know how to do premieres, to be honest. Welcome in though, Danny. It's nice to see you. Halfway through Two Towers is where I stopped reading the books. I couldn't stand Tolkien's really, William. That's interesting because I have heard a lot of things about the writing style, how it's kind of like goes on for a while, right? Like sort of waffles for too long type of thing. So I totally get you on that. See, if I'm going to read the books, that's sort of why I'm like, that's the one thing I'm a little bit like umming and ahhing about is the writing sort of dragging on, if that makes sense. I'm going to try and keep up with chat, by the way. I'm flattered and amazed you still use it. Of course I do, Jimbo. I have forgotten a couple times to like update it, but I usually like add something on there or tick something off now and again. YouTube makes my laptop screen refresh, so I'm watching on Roku, but typing on my laptop. No worries. She's obviously a 3,000-year-old elf. Exactly. Favorite part of the movie? Roll, welcome in. Favorite part of the movie? Okay, I do have questions. If you guys look in the description of the live, the first question is favorite character. So I want all of you guys in chat to answer this as well. So my favorite character of the Fellowship of the Ring was Gandalf or Galadriel. Gandalf, obviously, because he's pretty dang cool, right? He's like, he's like all powerful, but humble about it. I think that's what I liked about him. And Galadriel, just because she's a beautiful, like all-seeing elf witch, you know what I mean? She's like, I just like that otherworldly type of feeling for her. So what's your guys' favorite character? Yeah, Tolkien fan here. Nice. Oh, hi, Lord of the Rings, my favorite series. Yeah, you're enjoying these reactions? That's wonderful to hear, Danny. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. You're 23. I'm not 23. An epic rap battle of history. I don't need the backstory on every motherfucking tree branch. Oh my god. Speaking of tree branches, though, the tree character in the Two Towers. So good. I freaking love those trees. I already forgot his name, but he's cool. Ah, the Silmarillion. That's the the Hobbit story, right? Yeah, Gandalf as well. For me, it's Legolas or Aragorn. Really? I feel like Legolas didn't have like a lot of lines in the first. Like he had a couple lines, but I feel like he wasn't really the main focus. I feel like maybe I want to see more of him, you know? His nickname that the elf uses translate to hope. Oh, really, Russell? That's beautiful. Aragorn is my favorite. Okay. I keep calling him Aragon, but I think his name is Aragorn, like with the R. And or Samwise. Pippin and Merry were so funny. And Gimli and Legolas. Yes. Bike race, welcome in. My favorite character is any orc because they all remind me of Quokka. Wow, Jimbo, thank you. Oh, are you saying I'm beautiful? Because the orcs are so beautiful, right? That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, I feel like Pippin and Merry grew on me as well, actually. I'm getting a whole sleeve of Lord of the Rings tattoos. Wait, no way. Already got Gandalf fighting the Balrog on my inner right arm. No, stop. That's so cool, Ancient. Holy crap. Oh, that leads us to the next question as well, by the way. Most memorable moment. For me, I wrote down Gandalf fighting the Balrog. I think that was my like favorite part of the film was that whole sequence. I thought it was fantastic. It was beautiful. Like the animation of the Balrog was incredible. Like it was all smooth and just like so stunning, and it was very extravagant. I thought it was so cool. Silmarillion. Oh, is the lore of the world. Oh, okay, so it's like a lore book. I got you. I think it was his last one published in his lifetime, and it's notoriously hard to read. Good God. Oh, Boromir. Yeah, I did like Boromir by the end arc. I was like umming and ahhing on him at the start, but by the end, I really liked him. I never identified with the character that Pip says. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, the second breakfast, Robert. I loved that scene. Every time Aragorn appears on screen 98%. Really? Dan, stop it. I said this to someone. I was talking about Lord of the Rings to my friend, and I was like, oh, he's not even that hot. I don't find Aragorn attractive at all. I feel really bad. Like, is he supposed to be really attractive? It's because of Strider that I play several ranges. Ah, that's sick, Otaku. Yes, I freaking love D&D. I forgot to mention in my Fellowship of the Ring outro because I was so like excited and I couldn't like process my thoughts properly. But pretty much D&D just took everything from Lord of the Rings, which I thought was so funny. I was like, oh, like when I was editing, I was like, D&D, D&D, D&D. Yeah, Gandalf as Balrog was the most epic. I agree. It was so epic. Um, 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 Sam's speech in the South African movie, like especially for these times in life. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Millie. At the end, right? Yeah, that one brought a tear to my eye, I won't lie. Oh, Boromir's more fleshed out in the books. That would be good then. I feel like we didn't really get to see much of his like personality and backstory, Slow motion sleep before he starts taking on all the guys solo. Yeah, that was cute. Nathan, I agree. Gandalf confronting the Balrog. It's a shame that didn't come through in the films that much. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many characters you can sort of flesh out, right? So they had to pick and choose. I do get that. Most memorable moment is Boromir's death. That's a good one, Black Dog. I think for me, I think Boromir's death was like a little bit bittersweet, right? Because we got to know him and know that he was actually a good guy, and then he like died. So I feel like for me it was a bit sad because I wanted to see him be happy and like, be with the crew and stuff. But when Aragorn, oh, that was so intense. When he just like chopped off the arm and then like chopped off the head. Oh, it was so intense. I was like, oh, and it happened so quickly, which I like. They didn't like drag on. They just went, he was like, shoo, 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 and he was like done. I thought it was so good. It was a really good scene. Like it was a little bit gruesome, but it was gruesome in like a good way. My heart tells me that he has some part to play yet, for good or ill, before the end. Yes. Mm. Gandalf and Balrog are same type. They're both Maya. See, I read a lot of comments saying that hold my beer. Also, I love your username. Hold my beer. I read a lot of comments about that, but it's never mentioned in the movie, so I'm kind of like not really caring right now. You know what I mean? I'm kind of only taking the movie information. I'm not really taking in any other information. And I do appreciate a lot of people sort of commenting those comments, but like that's just like for whenever I read the book, you know what I mean? Like right now I'm just like using the movie information and nothing else, if that makes sense. I know I would have followed you, my brother, my captain, my king. That's what made me cry, roll. I was like, at first I was like, man, like he's dying, whatever. But then he did that speech and I was like, ah, ah. I was like, my heart. One of my favorite scenes in the first film is either when the fellowship start out and when you go past the Argonath on the river. Which was the Argonath on the river? Remind me, Mick. With watching these first two movies, has it made you want to read the books after the third movie? So okay, I will say I rewatched the first movie last night, like Fellowship last night, the non-extended edition, and I was like watching it while I was cleaning and stuff. And I feel like if I can rewatch it that easily, I feel like there's a good chance I'm maybe gonna read the books. If I have time though, that's the hardest part is like reading is a lot of time and when I go to bed, I'm usually like tired and I just like go to sleep straight away. You know what I mean? It's just whether or not I like can fit it in. And if I do fit it in, it'll take me like a year to read the whole one book or something. Big changes comes after Bilbo's party. In the book, Gandalf researches the ring for 17 years. Yeah, right? Like after he is with Bilbo, he goes to research the ring. But in the movie, it seemed like he was only gone for a week or something. I'm coming up blank. Obviously, Saruman is bad, but he's still a compelling character involved for maybe Galadriel's second in command. I don't remember Galadriel's second in command. I like Saruman, actually. I agree with you. I feel like he's an interesting character. Like, I was so intrigued with him and Gandalf's sort of beef. I was like, what? I was like, wow, like, this is so interesting, them being on opposing sides, especially when he was his mentor, right? So I really liked that aspect of Saruman. Also, I'm a little bit behind on chat. I do apologize. I hope you do one of these lives after the other two moves. I will, William. Don't you worry. After part one and part two come out of Two Towers, I'll do a live either on Saturday or Sunday. And same with the third movie. I'll do a live like on the weekend after it comes out. I feel like weekend is the best time for everyone because of time zones and such. Yeah, he's just dying. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the giant statues. Oh, yeah, that was really cool. That was like the sheer scale of it was fantastic. Try the audiobooks. Can you this might be a dumb question. Can you put audiobooks on like 1.5 speed or like 2 times speed? Also, don't judge me. I do watch YouTube videos. If someone is talking at like a normal pace or a slow pace, I watch the video on 1.5 speed. And if they're talking at a slow pace, I watch the video on 2 times speed. That's why I watch a lot of YouTubers who speak really fast so that I don't have to like speed up the video. Yeah. With those books, yeah, it can be quite slow. I agree. That's what I'm a bit worried about. But I do like the feeling of reading a book and I would want to buy like the physical copy, like a hardcover, I think, because I like the feeling of turning the page and I like the smell of the books and everything. And I do like buying special edition books as well. Joe, welcome in. Good to see you. I forgot you were discussing this afterwards. Yeah, welcome in, Chris. In the film, maybe 1 year passes between Bilbo's party. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. Yeah, it's possible. Okay, perfect. Then the audiobook, sorry, could be a possibility. Who reads the audiobooks? Is it anyone I know? What? Two-speed Legolas sounds like Bugs Bunny. I typed this message in 2 times speed. Oh, Jimbo, thank you. I appreciate you. uh, Andy, the guy who played Gollum in the movies, read the audiobooks of Audible and disagreed. Oh, that's cool. Really? That I do have questions about Gollum in the second movie, but I'm gonna hold on to them, okay? You guys are gonna have to watch the Two Towers reaction to answer the questions. Are you gonna watch the Hobbit movies? I think so, yeah, Millie. I'm very interested in Bilbo's story. Especially with the dragons and the trolls that turn to stone. I'm very, very curious. Uh Ents are going to drive you crazy. Chris, no, I actually loved them so much. I literally fell in love with the Ents. That's what I can't, what is it? He's called Treebeard. I loved, like, he does talk very slow, but like I loved his character. Of Balin's tomb, the person holding the book is Ori. These two people you'll get to know in the whole movie. Oh, okay. Can't wait for the 2000 reaction. Yeah, soon, Mick, soon. It will I'm gonna start editing it tomorrow, so it'll be out on Thursday, hopefully, part one. I will say a lot of people, sorry, not a lot of people, there was like there was like a handful of comments on my fellowship videos that was like, I can't believe we have to wait a week. Like, hurry up and upload it. How dare you leave a week between parts? And I genuinely got so angry because probably a lot of you have watched Lord of the Rings videos on YouTube, right? Like other reaction videos. I swear to God, like 80% of reaction channels either have like employ one editor or two editors on their channel. So they can pump out like part one and part two in a couple days because they have an editor doing it for them, or they like did it in advance or something. And so those comments made me so angry because I'm editing two Friends episodes a week, two Stranger Things episodes a week, plus this movie. And obviously movie edits take longer because it's like longer footage. And I was like, I got it out. I think I got it out in like 4 days, which is a crazy quick turnaround. So I was like, no way, they're complaining. I couldn't believe it. I was so annoyed. But yeah, so if anyone is watching who got annoyed about the space between the parts, you should take it back because I'm a one-woman show, all right? So obviously it's going to take some time. Sorry, I had to go on a bit of a rant. I apologize. I needed that. Bilbo and Frodo shared the same birthday. Oh, Frodo turned 33. That's cute. Legal adulthood for hobbits. So he's like a teenager sort of, even though, yeah. Um, yeah, tree bitch is spoken 2 times speed. Let me go back and tell those people she'll get. Oh, bless you, Jimbo. I like waiting at something I anticipate. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with waiting like a couple days because then it's a nice surprise when it turns up in your suggested, you know? It's kind of a compliment. People are desperate for your videos. That's a good thing. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, if they're desperate for the video, they could be like, oh, I love your reaction so much. I'm so excited for the next one. Like, when does it come out? You know what I mean? Instead of being like, how dare you leave 4 days in between. People are entitled. They'll complain about it. Yeah. At what part of the story are you now? Whoa, welcome in. I just finished watching The Two Towers, so no spoilers for the third movie. I mean, we had to wait a year between the movies. That's what I mean. I feel like a year is not too bad considering it's like a really high budget movie, right? I think I read someone's comment saying that each movie came out like within a year, which is crazy since it's a huge movie with like such big productions. Oh, you guys have got ads, sorry. I'm excited you're watching these movies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mick, I know you were excited to watch it. It did take a while to get it in progress. I feel like I had to be in the right mind space to watch them. Does that make sense? I had to be like ready for it. Now the next question I had on the list was favorite extended edition scene. So I did watch like the theatrical version last night, but I wasn't like paying 100% attention to it. Is this the hand this sorry, is the strands of hair with Gimli, is that an extended edition scene? Because I think that was my favorite one of the extended ones. Either that or when Frodo and Sam were in the forest and they saw the woodland elves walking past. Those were my two favorites, I think, for the extended. I hope YouTube doesn't remove them after a month. A lot of it are becoming less and less because of the length of the movie to edit. Really? Only to have it removed? No way, Dan. I did not know that. I tried to like cut it up a lot so that you know I wouldn't get copyrighted. So I'm hoping there's no like later copyright. Oh my god, I'm worried now. Don't say that to me. And Maze, hello, welcome in, Queen. Yeah, because they filmed them all at once. That's incredible. Even learned to write Elvish for a bit. That's so cool. Elvish is like a beautiful language. To watch the movies in the theater. Oh, that's wonderful. They must have been really awesome in the theater. Did they give you like a break to go to the bathroom since it's such a long movie? Uh, they included the elves in the Shire. The films were basically made at the same time. Wow. I haven't watched the extended editions. What? How come? It's only like an extra 30 minutes, Jimbo. It's not that bad. They cut most of the gift giving. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I liked the one where she gives him the 3 strands of hair. I think it's really cool. Is the third movie... Wait, is in the third movie? Okay, what's your favorite extended edition scene in Fellowship of the Ring? Yeah, at least in Sweden we didn't get any breaks. Yeah, you'd think they would give you a break in the middle just to pause it. Because he didn't think you would get it back in for 3 and the studio said it could be 3. Wow. That's surprising. Did they do it because they knew it was going to make money or yeah, is extended only? I know, okay, it's such a beautiful scene, isn't it? I feel like because they in the movie, right? They told us that dwarfs like to like collect stuff and they like to hoard like treasures and jewels. So when he asked her for the hair, I was like, oh, he's gonna like hoard it, like his beautiful jewel. He's gonna like keep it for himself, you know? Because someone wrote a comment about something like a fetish, and I was like, I didn't take it as fetish. I took it as like a dwarf who likes to collect jewels and treasures, you know? I'm just hoping there was a treat for my 11th birthday. Beautiful, Jimbo. I hope you make it to that age. So the intro of the Hobbits is like that was like a longer scene, right? Like with Bilbo. I think I did notice that when I was watching it last night. I recall playing D&D in high school and one dude being very giddy about using a special ring. Oh my god, Jess, that's so cool. I only noticed like 2 comments linking it to D&D. So many people were upset that I mentioned Harry Potter, even though there was like one thing that was similar to Harry Potter. Everything else was like Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm really wondering why no one like mentioned that in the comments. Extended editions are like a second breakfast. He was a linguist, and came up with the Elvish language first based on Finnish. Really? How interesting. There are more than one Elvish languages. Sindarian is everyday Elvish. Quenya is more like Latin. Ooh, that's cool. I like Latin. The hair thing is a lore heavy thing. Like the elf hair, or no, do you mean the hair to Gimli? That's cool. Is the scene where Bilbo's freaking out about the ring looking for it. Is that an extended one? I didn't realize. Welcome in, Justin. Is the arrival to Galadriel's home. Oh, I thought that was, oh my god, I feel like I need to pay attention to the theatrical version. I was like cleaning and cooking dinner while I was watching it last night, so I might have missed like a bunch of stuff. The DVDs for split in the council, split after the Council of Owen. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's like a long pause, right? Mentioning Harry Potter to Lord of the Rings is like mentioning Star Trek to Star Wars fans. That's so funny, Dan. Why though? I feel like Harry Potter and Lord of the Ring don't have any similarities. They have like 2, right? Like the Dark Lord terminology, and then the ring sort of being a like similar to a Horcrux. Someone was like, "Oh, Harry Potter is a blatant rip-off of Lord of the Rings," and I was like, did we watch the same movie? Because they are not the same at all. I started playing D&D and Ellie. Wow, really? That's so cool, Taku. Like when it first came out, right? I think D&D came out in the mid 70s. Is glowed with the light of the sun in the past, an elvish lord asked for her hair was denied, but Gimli asked so graciously with such pure intent. That's so cute, ancient. Yeah, he definitely asked with like pure intent. Yeah, and yeah, the long pause in my Patreon version, like the one like the uncut reaction that I uploaded to Patreon for my Patreon subscribers, I was like, that was a weird long pause. And then I was like, okay, let's pause here. Like I didn't connect it at all. Yeah, I can't watch the theatrical cut anymore. Yeah, there's so much missing. I think I agree with you. Were used to generate Star Trek languages. I haven't seen Star Trek, Jess, so I'm not really well versed on anything in that is Star Trek, to be honest. I know that they wear colored uniforms. I think that's about it. An unbreakable glass is a symbol between friendship and dwarves and elves. That's so cute. People bring up comparing Game of Thrones. I see, but even then, I don't think Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings are that similar either. Game of Thrones is like less on the fantasy side. Like I feel like Game of Thrones is like low fantasy because it only has prophecies, dragons, and a like it has magic, but like it doesn't like explicitly have magic. You know what I mean? I feel like Game of Thrones is kind of similar, but like not really that similar. Actually had hobbits as a race until they got sued. Oh, really? That's crazy. Because they have every other race in D&D, now that I think about it, except hobbits. It's a lot like Frodo and Harry, Zane, Gandalf, and Dumbledore, Sauron and Baldy, Gollum, and Dobby. Yeah, I mean, in that sense, kind of. But like the core sort of like magic aspect and world building, it's completely like different. I feel like you could apply like, oh, like Harry and Frodo are the same. Like you could say Harry's the same as like Jon Snow. Do you know what I mean? Like Harry and Jon Snow are the same. Dumbledore and I don't know who's Jon Snow's like mentor. I can't remember. Sauron and the Night King are the same. You know what I mean? Like you could do that comparison to like anything. Tolkien was a devoted Catholic. Ooh. Fans that get upset about people talking about other fandoms on fans. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Things are like Lord of the Rings because Lord of the Rings. That's what I mean. Lord of the Rings sort of came first, right? So everything got inspired by it, but I don't think there's any blatant rip-offs except for Dungeons and Dragons, I would say. Like I feel like Dungeons and Dragons is low-key a little bit of a rip-off, and then they just added like sci-fi aspects to it. Harry Potter ripped so much off. Dementors are like wraiths, ring Horcrux. Yeah, but I feel like it's just those little things though. Like that's not like main aspects. Do you know what I mean? Like the storyline of Harry Potter is completely different. The world building, the whole magic system, completely different. Like it's just like little things that are similar, I would say. Yeah, God is more like European history. I do, yeah, it's more like historical fiction rather than like fantasy. Has like fantasy elements. Oh, at you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, there we go. I liked it. Um, Harry and Neo. Is Neo what's Neo? Is Neo from Matrix? Uh oh, sorry, I'll catch up. I got lost in chat, sorry. Um I think Aragorn and Boromir talk about Minas Tirith extended only. Aragorn switches to talking about your city to Boromir saying our people. I know that was so beautiful, Kay. I agree. When he was like, he like accepted that they are sort of one, you know? Yeah, that's cool. I grew up in rural NY state, so I wasn't interested in D&D. Ah, are you from America, Otaku? That's cool. After I enlisted in I don't know what USAF is. I've been to New York State though when I was younger. It's very beautiful. Like it. How Harry Potter is just Star Wars. Yeah, I can see that actually. In most stuff can be boiled down to basic. Yes, exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Ancient character archetypes. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. And talking about Middle Earth history on National Geographic. That's so cool. Sorry, I'll catch up in a second. In a fight between Aragorn, Jon Snow, and Luke Skywalker, who would win? No weapons? Oh, that's kind of hard. Because Luke has the Force, right? But he is also supposed to like not use it for offense. But then Jon Snow is like really experienced in fighting. That's really hard, Jimbo. Neo's Keanu Reeves. See, I only know Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk. I'm a big Cyberpunk fan. Is Death more divine? Yeah, I agree, Justin. I feel like the magic system in Lord of the Rings is not like Harry Potter magic. It feels more sort of divine, like prophecy, spiritual type of magic, you know? Um, when are you gonna watch Lord of the Rings Return of the King? Lord of the Rings Lego. I love your username. Oh my god, there are Lord of the Rings Lego, isn't there? I think I've seen I think I saw them in the Lego shop. I am going to watch it next week, probably next weekend. Depending on how long it takes me to edit Two Towers. There were several creatures and concepts that came from books. D&D wasn't super, but did get contacted by Tolkien. I can see that, Scott. I swear to God, everything that is familiar in Lord of the Rings, I know from D&D. Harry Potter is because in both works, the characters breathe air. Space wizards win. Yeah, I feel like Luke has the Force. You need to react to more Keanu movies then. I don't think I know what movies he's in, William. Like, I literally only know him from Cyberpunk and I love him from Cyberpunk. If you're a fan of Cyberpunk and you haven't seen them, yes, Blade Runner. Whoa, I have been suggested Blade Runner a lot and I really want to watch it because it is apparently the same vibe. So it is on my watch list. Elrond was there to destroy the ring 3,000 years ago. Never tells him the way, even as Frodo leads us left and right. Oh my god, so true! Bloody Elrond. There's a really expensive Lego Rivendell set that looks beautiful. Ah, I think I might have seen that. Might have been the one that I've seen. Live stream of you building the Lego Rivendell model. Low key, Jess. I'm considering it. I will say Lego is really expensive though, so keep that in mind. I did do a live stream of my Hogwarts castle. It's on my second channel. But yeah, maybe I could do Lord of the Rings Lego. If I will have to save up for it though. Also, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers for Lord of the Rings, but also no spoilers for like any other movie because there is a very big chance I haven't seen it. Some choice, Keanu. I just want to ask, have you ever fired your gun while spraying your weapon over the air? Keanu's in Sonic 3? What? Just got here. Welcome in, PegTube. Welcome, welcome. Aragorn is a direct descendant of the first king of Numenor, who was Elrond's brother in Elros. So is he like half elf? Because all they said in Two Towers was that he grew up in Rivendell with the elves. Like he was raised there. Bill and Ted, Devil's Advocate, 73, John Wick. I think John Wick is the big Keanu Reeves one, right? That's the one that a lot of people have seen, and I feel like I just don't know anything about it. Those little plastic bricks are expensive. So Aragon and Arwen are cousins many times removed. Oh, a little bit incestual there then. Interesting. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, it's the most recent big Keanu franchise. Maybe that's why I've heard a lot about it. Have you seen The Fellowship? I have Perk. It is on my channel, part 1 and part 2 of Fellowship of the Ring. Please watch it if you haven't already. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did do a brief discussion like at the end of part 2, but I feel like now I've had let my thoughts sit. I did do a little bit of a discussion at the start of Two Towers, so I hope you guys can watch that. Start with Bill and Ted. I don't think I've heard of Bill and Ted either, Jess. Are the last of the great model movies. None of credit goes to the model makers. Interesting. I feel like there was a lot of animation in the Fellowship. Like I obviously they made models and such as well, and they probably did like a lot of prosthetics, obviously, on the orcs. But I feel like there was so much animation and it kind of like threw me off a little bit. Um uh wait, they wait, Aragon is not half elf. Elros chose a model life. So he's see the thing that they said in Two Towers was that he's human, but he has like a long lifespan or something. Like he's a descendant of something with a long lifespan. I don't know. It kind of confused me. I won't lie. Sorry, I got lost again. Have you watched the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight reimagined by Star Wars? It is quite literally no. I haven't seen that, Robert. I was watching. Can't remember what I was watching. I was watching Star Wars recently. I think I was watching the Obi-Wan series, but I kind of got busy and I didn't finish it. Um, if you were to look at the armor alone, yeah, you can tell the difference between the orc clans and stuff. I love the costuming definitely in this movies. They're incredible. Compared to most modern movies, had very little CGI. I think in Two Towers it had like more CGI than the first one had animation and then the second one had CGI. In my opinion, I'm not sure if I can like tell the difference properly. Need to head out to sort a we'll be back. No worries, Jimbo. Are you available offline when I put something to you? You'll have to message me on Instagram, Jimmy. I am not on Discord anymore at the moment. I'm not on Discord at the moment. Elrond and Elros as half elves could choose their fate. Elros. Remind me who Elros is again? Do I know who Elros is? Elrond is Arwen's dad. I know that. I don't think I know who Elros is. There's a lot of like names, okay? I've also noticed there's like no diversity. I don't know if this is like controversial, but there's like no diversity in the first two movies. And when I was watching The Two Towers, I got all three humans confused because they all had the same haircut, the same beard, and they were all white. So I did get a little bit confused in Two Towers. So I am wondering if there's going to be anyone of color at all in the next movie. Don't answer. Don't answer. I'll find out for myself. All the character designs and wardrobes. Oh, they're incredible. Yeah. I tried to make the little elven leaf. It's so bad. I need to like get some actual materials and make like a proper one with the silver wire. But right now you're getting paper and a bobby pin. Um, the Numerons were gifted with a longer life. That's it. The Numenorians. Yes. That's what was mentioned. I think I just like I got like a bit confused. Okay, so Elros was Elrond's brother. Of course, there's no diversity. It's ancient England, but it's not England though. It's what is it? Is it Middle Earth? Is it Middle Earth? No. Whatever the country is, it's not England. Diversity to characters that are traditionally white tends to bring out a certain kind of yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. I know what you mean, but I thought like in terms of the movie directional creative choice to sort of differentiate characters, they like to differentiate characters more easier. They could have had like some people who were like more tan, maybe like Asian or something, you know? Because I got all three of the humans confused because they looked the exact same. Um, mm, 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 mm. There's some good ones worth fighting for. Stop. That was so sad. I shed a tear at that, Dan. Sorry, no spoilers. You guys have to watch the Two Towers reaction. But yeah, that was a really good speech. Elrond and Elros were twin brothers. Elros was the first king of Numenor at the start. Okay. Shh. I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. As a critical drinker, what? If Tolkien was 21st century born hipster writing the books in a Starbucks while drinking his frappuccino. Frappuccinos are gross, by the way. Yeah, see, Kevin, I kind of thought the same thought. I was like, is there no diversity? Because the book was obviously written in the 50s, and I'm guessing Tolkien is white. Like, obviously, he's a man, but I'm guessing he's white as well, and it was the 50s. So I'm kind of like, is that why there's no colored people, even though there's so many like different races of and like creatures and stuff? All of them are white. Like there's not one single person who isn't white. From what I saw, maybe there is, and I just didn't see them. But yeah, I was kind of like, is it because it was written in the 50s? I don't know. Best roles watched for John Wick, Point Break. Oh, I don't think I've heard of any of those, Jess. Oh, I've heard of Matrix and I've heard of John Wick, but not the other ones. Magic the Gathering did a lot of Lord of the Rings set in card art has Aragorn as a black man. That's cool. Oh, it made vocal group of people super pissed. Oh, of course. Um, it is the myth for England. He felt England lost its myth when the Saxon. What? I don't know what the Saxon is. Middle Earth is Europe, Africa and Asia in mythical age. The War of the Ring was 6,000 years. I mean, it's not like there was no colored people in England and Europe, like back in the day. Like there was, it's not like there was not a single person in there. Like there's so many colored people in ancient England. Like, I don't think that's an argument. There are dark skinned people in Tolkien's Middle Earth. They just don't live in the areas covered by the Hobbit or trilogy. There are other races of men in the story, and the southern peoples, but not unnamed characters. I mean, I think it was just a product of the time, to be honest. I just thought maybe the directors would have like added something, but I'm guessing they didn't. Like they didn't feel the need to. It mostly focuses on skin color, but Tolkien's time, the whites are just segregating the whites. Well, when I say race referring to Lord of the Rings, I'm talking about like obviously elves, dwarfs, humans. That's what I say. That's what I mean when I say race. That's why I kind of figured there would be like colored people because it wouldn't make sense that all the dwarves are white, all the elves are white, all the humans are white. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like it doesn't, I don't know. Um, mm, 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 mm. No, they weren't loads of different people. I feel like there were though. Like there's always been like migration of like communities all the time, like throughout history. I know this conversation's making me nervous. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Most underrated scene. So my favorite most underrated scene, I would say, when I can't remember if it was Pippin or Merry when they knocked the suit of armor like down the well, and then there was like that really long stretch of silence, and then Gandalf was like, I can't remember what he said. He did like a really funny insult. I feel like that was my favorite. I would say that's like the most underrated scene because that was funny. Like it was so funny. What was your most underrated scene in your opinion? Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, it was Pippin. Okay, yeah. Because the insult that he said after it was so funny. I was like, oh my God. But like the stretch of silence was just hilarious. If it's a scrub, it's always Pippin. Yeah, the fool of a took. That's it. That's what he said. Mary and Pippin stealing the fireworks. That was really good. And how it was like the dragon. Oh, that was so beautiful. I loved that fireworks scene actually. The skeleton down the well was louder than rock and roll, literally. Um, Pippin was hooked on the weed. Actually, yeah. Is that like the stuff that they smoke in the Shire? Is that like just the Shire version of weed? Like, is that where he got the inspiration from? Yeah, when he bumped his head twice. I love when Gandalf was talking about Bilbo getting the mithril shirt from Thorin. Mm. Well, I did like that scene where actually one thing that did annoy me about the Fellowship, by the way, is that they tried to make us think that Frodo was gonna die twice. And I was like, why are they trying to make us think that he's gonna die? Like, I feel like it's so. I was kind of like, why are they doing this when I know that he's alive? Because it's a 3 movie trilogy, right? I feel like that annoyed me. And especially after he got given the mithril shirt and then he like got stabbed with the fork and he died and everyone was like, oh no. And I'm like, I was like, are we watching the same movie? Like they just gave him the freaking chainmail like 10 minutes ago. So I was so like, why do they keep trying to make us think that? You know? Bilbo's birthday party. Yeah, that was cool. I love it when he insulted everyone and then like went invisible. Oh, it was tobacco. Okay, okay. Um, a lot of drug using hippies liked his book so much. So he so he didn't like marijuana, so it was definitely tobacco. Interesting. Can't go into the route. The quest will claim his life until after the 3rd movie. Nobody knew about the mithril shirt except for Bilbo, even the hobbits didn't know. Yeah, but like they told the audience though. So that's why I was kind of like, this is so dramatic. You'll be happy to know Bill the pony arrived home. Oh, cute. The blessed little pony. Frodo surviving was not expected by anyone. Him wearing mithril armor was an unknown factor. That a lot of psychedelic drug art and fantasy art is basically the same thing. Yeah, I can see that. Like it's connected. They think you've forgotten about the shirt when they try to fake you out with the death. That's what I was thinking, Kay. I was like, do they think I'm not paying attention? Okay, next question was Boromir's character development. I feel like this was an interesting one because when we got introduced to Boromir halfway through the movie, it was, I mean, they didn't introduce him as a villain. They kind of introduced him as a liability, I would say, like right off the bat. So for me, I was like, "Ooh, interesting. Like, are they setting him up to be like the one that fails?" And he did, like, he kind of failed, but he did redeem himself like after, anyways. So I don't think like it kind of turned out in a way that I didn't expect, if that makes sense. Like, he turned into a good guy rather than him becoming more evil, if that makes sense. So I liked that we got to see a good side of Boromir. Mm. Bill the Pony was a much bigger character in the books, really. Kimberly can't handle his booze either. This discussion thing is a really cool idea, by the way. I wish more reactors. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I feel like maybe some reactors don't do it because they're not used to live streaming. Live streaming is like quite daunting. So don't judge people for not doing it because obviously it's really different from recording. Because when I record, when I edit, I just edit out every time I stutter or like stumble over my words. You know what I mean? But obviously live streaming, it's kind of everything without being edited. So I feel like it's fair enough that a lot of people don't want to. Shadowfax. Yeah, I thought that was such an interesting name for a horse. I was like, interesting. Arita might have forgotten about the chat. That's true, yeah, true. Like a couple decent amount of chapters between each event. Boromir is an example of someone wanting to do good by evil means. Yeah, he had good intentions. Yeah, that's true. I appreciate the redemption arc for Boromir. Yes, that's a good way to put it, the redemption arc. Because I thought they truly were setting him up to be the villain. So when he kind of turned on Frodo in the forest, I was like, no, like, I was like, oh no, like I knew this was gonna happen, like something's gonna go wrong. But he did really turn it around at the end, which I'm so happy about. No, I haven't seen all the movies, Perk. I've only seen Fellowship and Two Towers. I haven't seen the last one, so no spoilers, please. Christopher Lee was the only actor on set that actually made Tolkien. Really? Well, I know Tolkien was like quite old, right? So he must have like met him when he was younger or something. Yeah, Boromir was seeking power to save his people. Yes. Well, I found in I mean, I said I wasn't going to talk about Two Towers, but I liked that we got to see Boromir's family in the Two Towers and we kind of got to see his daddy issues, by the way. That was interesting. But we got to sort of get to know where he came from and like why he was the way he was and how he acted, you know? I thought that was really nice. I thought that they signaled Boromir being a liability a little too much. But my captain, my king scene, yeah, it was so beautiful. Yeah, that scene really did make me cry a little bit. It was just unexpected, to be honest. I didn't expect him to come out with like that whole like my king. I was like, ah, so beautiful. Look up Christopher Lee's World War II history. He might have been the inspiration of James Bond. Really? I've never seen James Bond. I do want to though, but there's a lot of James Bond movies. Boromir's daddy issues seen in Two Towers. Oh, it wasn't in the theaters, really? Was that in the extended edition then? Because that was a good scene. Gimli in the books is a much deeper and artistic soul and less of a comic relief than Peter Jackson. Yeah, I like Gimli. I like Gimli a lot more in Two Towers than I did in Fellowship. I like that though. I like that he's more like deeper and artistic. Lived well into his 90s and even had a heavy metal band. Wow. He met Tolkien. Oh, he read Lord of the Rings on. Damn, dedicated fan. I love that. Now, last question on the agenda today. Favorite cinematic scene in Fellowship? Mine was, it was like towards the start, the sunrise shot with Gandalf and the horse leaving with Sam and Frodo. It was like a shot for like 4 or 5 seconds, and it's that beautiful pink sunrise, and then it's their silhouettes like in the front. Oh my god, honestly, that is my favorite shot in the entire, like, from Fellowship and Two Towers. That shot like is seared into my brain. I think it was so beautiful. It was so aesthetic, and it really like set the scene for them leaving the Shire. I thought it was really lovely. I'm like a sucker for sunsets though. So I feel like that one just won me over as soon as I saw it. Boromir is a big part of the reason people say Sean Bean always dies. I've seen Sean Bean in two things. Fellowship and Lord of the Rings. I mean, sorry, Fellowship and Game of Thrones. I have not seen him in anything else, so no spoilers if he dies in other movies. I have not read the books, Peck, no. You shall not pass. Does that count as like a cinematic scene though? Like when I say cinematic, I'm talking about like transition scenes or landscape scenes. Um like that sort of thing rather than like a storyline scene. Had to explain to Jackson that he knew exactly what sound a man makes when you tap an. What does that mean? I need to go. No worries, Mick. I'll see you soon. See you soon. Take care. Uh, I love the intro shot to Frodo with him. Ah, that's a good one, Kay. Yeah. It's very like wholesome and like innocent, right? Where he's just like in the like in the forest with his little book. Yeah, I think that was a good one too, actually. Ah, the big statues. Yeah, that's a good one, Cuboid. With like when they're going down the river and the statues are just looking so beautiful. Yeah, that's a good scene. Our landscape in Riverdale. Riverdale was so beautiful. The first shot of the Fellowship in the wild. Which one was that? I like the smoke boat. Ah, going through the smoke ring. Yeah, that's cute. That's so creative. The long weird shot after the council. I could watch a whole movie of Rivendell with Guy. I know. I wish Rivendell was a real place. I would want to go there. It looks so stunning. Is either the first look at Rivendell or right after they leave Rivendell and heading towards the Gap of Rohan. Yeah. I feel like the one thing that this movie does, like, without, like, perfectly without fail, is they do some fantastic landscape shots, especially in Two Towers. They had a lot of sort of setting the scene, environmental landscape shots. Oh, it was beautiful. So beautiful. But the one of the sunrise is still my favorite in Fellowship. I really, really like that one. And the most criminal part of it was like a 5 second or 4 second scene. I want to live in Rivendell as long as there's decent internet access. Same. Gotta have like high speed internet and I'll be there. The music made a big difference in each of the scenes. Yes. What has Howard Shaw done? Like what other musical stuff has he done? Because the Lord of the Rings soundtrack sounds really similar to Titanic and Star Wars, for me at least. They have like a lot of similarities. The environment in Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies second to none. Yeah, right? So beautiful. I have been to New Zealand twice, actually. The only like Lord of the Rings like set though I went to was the Hobbiton set with my mom, but I did do like a road trip around New Zealand a very long time ago. Star Wars is John Williams. Okay. I think Howard Shore also did Gladiator. Oh, yes. Yes. Gladiator soundtrack was really good. And Gladiator soundtrack reminded me of something else, actually, now that I think about it. High speed internet, have to get one of those Penlantier seeing stones. I know, right? I need that stone in my life. Are you discussing Christopher Lee's World War II exploits? How cool was the shot when Gandalf spoke one ring to rule them all? In the black speech of Mordor, clouds darkened. Yes, the earth shook. The elves were traumatized. Yeah, the evil of the language. I thought that was interesting, actually. Ali, welcome in, Ali. Um, I feel like that was an interesting scene because he really like, I'm guessing he did it to sort of show them how dire the situation was, you know? A Hans Zimmer did Gladiator. Oh, they made miniatures for wide shots. Are those miniatures like on display anywhere? Howard Shore has been doing music and has tons of movies. Wow. Damn, I need to see like his repertoire. Silence of the Lambs. I haven't seen. Yes, Gladiator reminded me of Pirates, Bike Race. Thank you. Yes, that's what it was. Okay, because they're both Hans Zimmer. I got you. I recommend watching behind the scenes of the making of these films. Yeah, I think I will. Live in. Welcome in. I think I'm gonna wait until I finish the third movie. So then I can sort of watch the behind the scenes and get like a full understanding once I've like seen the whole story. Yeah. Yeah, after watching the third movie just in case. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be the best thing to do. Because I don't want to get spoiled. Honestly, I don't really know what's going to happen in the third movie. I did make a prediction at the end of my Two Towers video, but it was kind of like a vague like prediction. I don't know if it's gonna be like, I don't know if it's gonna be correct or if it's too vague, that sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, the wardrobe department, stop. I love the costumes in Lord of the Rings. They're so good. Guillermo del Toro was originally cited to direct. Oh, really? As a kid, the Nazgul scared me more than the Eye of Sauron, really. The Eye of Sauron is so like, I mean, there was a jump scare, I think, in Fellowship. I did have like a big jump scare when it was like, I think when Gandalf touched the ring, shat my pants. But it's like not that scary. The models are in storage somewhere in New Zealand. I'll have to Google it or something. Thank you for that, Russell. And Mojo, hello. How you doing? Mojo is from Patreon. We always have some good discussions over there. Gladiator and Lord of the Rings both show how much music can enhance the emotion of scene. I 100% agree. I feel like music in any movie is so crucial for the emotion. Like so crucial. I love like when a movie or a show has good music. You should also watch the Academy Awards. The Academy Award. What's the Academy Awards? National Geographic's documentary? Oh, should I do a reaction video to the documentary maybe? Like after I finish the films. A lot of first time YouTube viewers don't realize at first that Lord of the Rings is a single story that's split into 3 volumes. Yeah, I think I did know that. Taku. I think I read that somewhere that it was like just one volume of like the book. Guy who played King Theoden remarked on the costume quality. Hmm. The Cheesecake Factory in the US has a funny interior design where they have it. I saw on motif in the dining room. How terrifying. I've always wanted to try Cheesecake Factory. Is the cheesecake actually good there? Oh, the Oscars. Oh, I don't really watch award shows. I feel like they're so rigged. Like, I feel like everyone knows they're rigged, right? Like, that's common knowledge, I think. Where they swap the music from movies to different music. Yeah, they do it with like comedy music, right? For horror movies or something. Howard Shore did the soundtrack for the crime thriller. Ah, Seven. Yeah, Livin'. I have been recommended Seven, but I'm not gonna watch it. I think it's like really violent and gory, so it's not really up my alley. Yeah, the American Oscars for film. How rigged they were when the Lego movie didn't get a nomination. Oh, the Lego movie's so good. What won if the Lego movie didn't even get a nomination? Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, the Oscars haven't been worth watching for several decades. I agree, yeah. That's what I mean. Like why would you watch it if you know it's rigged? I feel like there's not really any point because it's like they're just gonna pick the one that they want to win, not the one that actually like deserves to win, you know? True about the awards rigged, but I would say that the trilogy deserved it. Oh, so did Lord of the Rings win? Cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory is super good, but a lot of sugar. Oh, my mum says like biting into a block of sugar. Ooh, my teeth hurt from reading that. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is a really good film though. Andy Serkis did. Do I know anything that Andy Serkis is in? Godzilla had a movie budget of 15 million and won the special effects Oscar. Hollywood spends that much on one scene. So far, we're at 98% of people crying reacting to the movie. Oh, like 98% of people, 98% of people crying reacting to Fellowship, do you mean? Award shows are a mix of people voting for their friends. Yeah. No, but I agree, Cuboid. I feel like if they're gonna vote, then they should let everyone vote, right? Not just like a panel of what is it? 100 people? Is it 50 people or 100 people that vote for award shows? I feel like they should just let everyone vote. Like if it's voting to begin with, then it should be like everyone voting. Um Andy Serkis is in Black Panther. Have I seen Black Panther? I don't think so. Is what is Black Panther? Is that Marvel or DC? I don't know now. Have I seen Black Panther? Oh wow, 11 Oscars. That's pretty cool. It's more psychological side of things. You should watch it. No, Ingo, I basically like I don't know if you guys know, you can like Google like the movie and then go parents guide and with this makes me sound so dumb but like I think it's on IMDb. There's like a parents guide on IMDb, so it tells you without spoiling like what stuff is in it that's not suitable for like obviously children or people who just like don't like it. So I did look at the parents guide for that movie and a couple other movies and I was like, "Ooh, I'm not watching that." So if there's like a movie that I say I'm not watching, it's because I have checked the parents guide. uh is Alfred in Robert Pattinson's Batman? I don't know if I've seen Robert Pattinson's Batman. Is it DC? Wait, Black Panther's Marvel. Directors vote for best directors, actors vote for actors, and everyone votes for best picture. Yeah, I feel like it's still like rigged. Oh, Black Panther's in the MCU. Okay. Um, Matrix beat Star Wars Episode 1 for special effects Oscar. Wow. Um, I bet you'll cry as well reacting to Godzilla. I don't know if I want to watch Godzilla. I don't know if Godzilla is my type of movie. Robert Pattinson's Batman is 3 hours long. Oh, so many 3 hour movies lately. Like Lord of the Rings, I understand being 3 hours because there's a lot to fit in, right? And it is the type of movie that doesn't feel like 3 hours. Same with Titanic. Titanic didn't feel like 3 hours, but I have watched like 2.5 hour movies that drag, which is why I like don't like long movies because the only exception has obviously been Titanic and Lord of the Rings. So I'm kind of like anything that's over 2.5, it makes me really wonder, you know? Because people be dragging their movies on. IMDb Parents Guide is great. You can check if a movie has boobs. Saves a lot of time. Great thinking. Great minds think alike, keep point. Yeah, Lucas likes to mess around with adding CGI. I did hear about that when I did my Star Wars reactions. A lot of people were like, that's like added in. That was added in later. Like I was watching the CGI version that he edited in the 90s or something, or I don't remember when it was. So I have never seen like the original 80s ones. Andy Serkis is also directing and starring in Lord of the Rings Hunt for Gollum. Oh, is there more Lord of the Rings stuff coming out? Oscars are within their own profession and therefore a small group, so politicking has more effect. Yeah, I think so too. I highly recommend Godzilla Minus One. Exceptional film. Wow, glowing review. Batman doesn't really drag, but does have a bit of ending fatigue. I feel like my problem with movies over 2.5 hours is I usually get bored in the middle. Or like kind of in the last third of the movie I'll get bored and like my back will start hurting, I get tired. I feel like that's why I like Lord of the Rings is because the pacing is really quick. So it's like you get like a scene and then you get another scene and then you get another scene following like different characters. So you don't really notice the time passing, I guess is a good way to put it. Oh my god, you have it on VHS with no special added effects. That's so cool, Eric. I do want to watch the original one. The original editions would be so awesome. Time in history when the world wasn't so polarized. Um, do you like the anime films Studio Ghibli? Most of Miyazaki's films are from there. I think I've only watched Spirited Away, Otaku. I don't think I've seen any other Studio Ghibli films that I know of. I know I watched Spirited Away like over 10 years ago. I think I watched it with my friend or something. Godzilla minus one being exceptional. It makes every reactor cry. Oh. See, the thing is, I cry really easily and it's annoying for me, but I guess it's good for reactions. So I'm kind of like, do I want to watch a sad movie? Oh, an anime Lord of the Rings just came out. War of Rohirrim. Oh, should is it a movie? Like an anime movie? I might add it to my reaction list then. My favorite Studio Ghibli is Princess Mononoke. Ah. My favorite makes everybody cry movie is Your Name. Oh, I have heard about that one, William. I'm not sure if I've seen it though. Best picture was given to Shakespeare in Love instead of Saving Private Ryan. It's still remembered. Will nobody remember Shakespeare? Really? That's interesting. Yeah, it does seem a bit rigged, doesn't it? Crying makes you annoyed. You'll be annoyed about 10 times a day. Yeah. No spoilers, Dan. No spoilers. I think the most I cried for a reaction video was probably, I would say Titanic and Revenge of the Sith are pretty equal. Yeah, obviously they're very different topics, but I was really, really ugly crying in Titanic. Like I cried volume wise, I cried more in Titanic than I did in Revenge of the Sith. But Revenge of the Sith was like, that like the ending scene was just like so intense. I cried really hard in that one. You should watch Princess Mononoke. Yeah, I'll add it to my watch list, Otaku. I was looking for your Two Towers reaction, didn't realize it was today. Oh, Anthony, hello, welcome in. I filmed Two Towers today, like just before I did this live stream. So I'm going to be editing it tomorrow. So it should come out on Thursday this week. So keep an eye out. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm very excited to edit it because I really liked Two Towers. I thought it was a great film. Anakin was just picking Padme. Some nice sunflowers, yeah. If you don't like crying, stay away from Hatchet Dog's Tale. Oh, I don't know if I don't think I can watch sad dog movies. I have a dog now. I adopted a dog a couple months ago. Oh, and I love him to death. Like he is literally, I'm so in love with my dog. He's so beautiful. He's the love of my life, honestly. So I don't want to watch a sad dog movie because I think I will get really upset. Titanic and Lord of the Rings are the rare movies where I cried. And I'm Guy. Ali, you're allowed to cry, okay? Guys are allowed to cry. It's encouraged. Everyone is allowed to cry, regardless of gender and culture and religion, you know? Yeah, Saving Private Ryan is a war movie. I'm on the fence about Saving Private. I do want to watch it, but it's obviously a war movie, so it's a bit gruesome. I'm on the fence of whether or not I'm gonna watch it. I'll keep the notifications on. Oh, thank you, Kay. That's so nice. I won't disappoint you, I promise. Yeah, it's an anime film. Okay, cool. I'll look into it. Yeah, I know. I love my fur baby. I know some people don't like treating their dogs like children, but I'm definitely someone who treats my dog like my child. You spotted a lot of stuff in Fellowship. I'm a huge nerd for the law, so it was fun. Really? Oh my god, really? That's so cool, Anthony. I like guessing. If you haven't noticed, I do like guessing stuff and like theorizing. I'm definitely someone who watches a movie and theorizes the whole time, like about the ending. So I do have some predictions at the end of Two Towers. So you'll have to wait and see. Alan, hello, welcome in. There's one older lady reactor who totally did not get Lord of the Rings. Maybe the only wait, negative reaction. Negative reaction how? Without spoiling. There's a website called Does the Dog Die where you can check the dog. Oh, that's so cute, cute boy. You need to link that to me. Crying is a sign of caring for something. Yeah, the toxic men can't cry mentality. I agree. I feel like everyone should have the freedom to cry, whether it be like in private or in public, like it's up to you, but no one should feel ashamed of crying. No, I haven't watched Rings of Power. I don't think I know what that is. Saving Private Ryan is one of the movies you have to be in the right mood to watch. Oh, okay. See, Mojo, you get me. You get me with that one because I had to be in the mood to watch Lord of the Rings. Like I had to be mentally prepared for it, which is why it took me like a decent amount of time to react to it, was because I wanted to like be in the right headspace for it. And I feel like I am. So I feel like Saving Private Ryan is like on the back burner until I feel like I'm ready for it. Yeah, it's real and shocking. Yeah, I think that's what I will struggle with is the violence. Tolkien is very much a devout Roman Catholic, so there's not much ambiguity in the good and evil sides. But there's a lot of very interesting characters. I did notice that there's very much like a divide of good and evil, you know? Which of the two, Fellowship best Two Towers? I think I liked Two Towers better than Fellowship, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's like, there was just like something I liked about it. It's like a little bit better than Fellowship. In 2001 to 2003, we had to wait the extended cuts. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they had to do a lot of editing, basically. Rings of Power is Amazon's Lord of the Rings series. Oh, okay. Wait, so they have a TV series. Huh. Rings of Power isn't Tolkien, as long as you know that you can somewhat enjoy the series. Ah. Does it go, does it veer off from the lore or something? Eating 4 lembas breads made me cry. Oh my god, I want to try the lembas bread so bad. I kind of considered doing like a YouTube video of cooking or like eating Lord of the Rings food for a week or something. But I would have to obviously like try and find recipes. I imagine there would be recipes out there inspired by Lord of the Rings food. Would you guys want to see that if I did like eating Lord of the Rings food for a week? I feel like that would be so funny. I watched 2 episodes of Rings of Power and got so bored, really? Oh no, that's not a good sign. I feel like it's natural to like the movies as they progress. I like Return of the King more than Two Towers and that more than Fellowship. Yeah, I think I might be the same, Mojo. Because while I was watching Two Towers, I felt like I felt like more into it. So I think that's why I liked it more than Fellowship. It messes with the timeline. Okay. There are people who have a menu for all 6 Hobbit meals. Oh, that's so cool. To watch all 3 Lord of the Rings. That's so cool, Eric. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. All 3 movies were shot in one go. A few additional scenes were shot later. That's a testament to the director. Yeah, that's such an achievement. Here in Texas, you're down under. We are now literally upside down from each other. I love that, Eric. Oh, I will say, I have gotten so many comments saying I'm an Australian Valley girl or being like, what's your accent? I didn't realize my accent was that hard to hear. So I'm quite surprised by those comments, to be honest. When I was younger, Two Towers was my fave, but as I've gotten older, Fellowship. Really? Maybe for like nostalgic reasons, dude. Also, welcome in, dude. Nice to see you. Also, since you're through the second movie, you've seen someone break their toe. Really? I don't think I remember. Yeah, the Shire salt. Yeah, I want to use like the Shire salt. It just looks like Himalayan rock salt. Rings of Power is about Sauron's rise as the new Dark Lord and about the downfall of Numenor. Ah, what? They have, is it like a younger Sauron or something? Or is it the same actor? Mr. Joshua, welcome in, welcome in. What do you think of Arwen in the Fellowship? Her second Frodo was not in the book. It was a random other guy, but I love them adding more Arwen scenes. She's so cool. And Frodo says, yeah, I loved that scene, okay? I feel like she's a really good character. And we only got her a little bit in Two Towers. I have some predictions for her, by the way, but you'll have to watch my Two Towers video. Um, Basically, I really like her character and I like her personality and I want to see more of her. But that scene where she's like crossing the river, so good. Are you from Sydney? No, I'm not from Sydney. I'm from rural New South Wales. Where are you from, Mr. Joshua? Potatoes and sausages. Yeah, they look good, right? I appreciate the Shire scenes more now, and also I prefer Gandalf the Grey. Yeah. I was really surprised about Gandalf the White. But no, I can't guys, you need to be patient, okay? The part one of Two Towers will come out on Thursday. I can't spoil any more of my reaction. Um, oh, I think I just got lost. There's one person on the internet who doesn't know about the toe. Orlando Bloom was paid a total of 175,000. Wow. Granted that it was basically shooting a big long movie. Wow. He said he would do it for half of it if he had to do it again. I feel like that's a lot of money, or is that not a lot of money? Your Aussie accent doesn't seem Kiwi, but they're tricky to tell apart. Are you American, Eric? Because Aussie accent is very, very different to Kiwi. And I feel like maybe the people commenting about my accent is potentially Americans, because usually British people are pretty good at telling the Australian accent. Uh, 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 um. When they think Merry and Pippin are dead, Aragorn kicks a helmet or stone and breaks his toe. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Uh, yeah, it'll be no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. There's not a lot of money for a big actor. Granted, at the time he wasn't so well known in these films. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, I thought he was famous from Pirates of the Caribbean, to be honest. But now I'm thinking he got famous from Lord of the Rings and then did Pirates of the Caribbean. Legolas was Orlando Bloom's first film, like right after film school. I feel like he didn't have any, like he barely had any lines in the first film. He had more in the second film. I liked him a lot more in The Two Towers. But he barely had any lines in the first one. Lord of the Ring predates Pirates by a lot. Does it? I thought Pirates was early 2000s. Did I get them confused on what year they came out? Leonard Bloom's got to have the most explosive acting career. Really? What a legend. Good on him. I haven't seen him in anything recent though. I only know him from Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. Oh, Orlando's in The Hobbit as well. Oh, okay. I'm excited to watch The Hobbit then. If if I hear an Aussie accent next to Kiwi, I can guess right, but not always alone. Yeah, that's true. Some Kiwi are tricky. I think South Africa, like a South African accent, is also a little bit tricky with the Australian and Kiwi as well. I think sometimes I hear a South African accent and think it's Australian, and then it takes me a minute to realize it's like South African. I remember Viggo Mortensen as Lucifer in The Prophecy. I don't think I've heard of that one. Pirates, yeah, Pirates was like mid to late 2000s. Okay. So a couple years after Lord of the Rings then. After Pirates, he fell off. Did have roles, but no, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, after you watch the third film, the Lord of the Rings trivia videos are fine. That sounds fun. I love a good trivia video. Anyone want to talk about the fact that Aragon is 87? Arwen is 3,000 years old. I know, right? That age gap, hey. After the Fellowship came out and women in particular, loved Legolas, they went back and filmed more scenes of him. Wait, really? Is that for real? That's crazy. That's what I mean. I feel like I find Legolas more attractive than Aragorn, and I find Boromir more attractive than both of them like combined. So it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like they're forcing Aragorn and his like romance with that blonde human woman. I was like, what is going on? Anyways, that's a different discussion for a different time. See you soon, Pack. See you soon. One thing Lord of the Rings could not do is make popular kids' toys. Is Lord of the Rings a kids' movie? I don't think it is, though. Like, it's a bit violent to be a kids' film, don't you think? Can we tell you people in a movie and that's not a spoiler? I would consider it a spoiler. Tolkien was sold by the Two Towers even more than the Fellowship. Lena Bloom was crushed on by so many people. Yeah, I had a crush on him in Pirates of the Caribbean, definitely. So I can see that. I can see that. History of Violence is adapted from Vertigo DC. Oh, I don't know anything about the DC universe. Sorry. My younger sister's first love crush was Orlando Bloom. That's cute. Lord of the Rings hottie rankings time. Yeah. Faramir. Which one's Faramir? Remind me who Faramir is. Okay. Hottest. Like low-key Gimli a little bit. I mean, but I really liked Gimli in the second film. So if it's Fellowship, then Boromir definitely is number one. And probably Legolas second. And then Gimli third. And then Aragorn. I don't know. It's kind of hard. They're all like unique. Gimli, he's cute. He makes me laugh, okay? If a man can make me laugh, then you know that's all I need. Faramir is Boromir's younger brother. I completely forgot his name. I was calling him Boromir's brother the whole time in Two Towers. You know what? Low key, he was really hot. I don't know. I feel like he's in my top three. I'm not sure. I will say though, Arwen. I think Arwen is my top one. She is so beautiful, and I really like. I just like her strength. You know. What's your ranking, Kay? And Hader, hello. How you doing? Happy weekend. You're either Team Elf or Team Human. Ooh, I'm Team Elf then for Arwen, definitely. And Legolas. Yeah, I love Miranda Kerr Ali. She's so beautiful. Gimli's dad bod king. You might as well say Gollum. No, Gollum is a bit repulsive. Yeah, exactly. Some like him short and funny. See, Robert understands. John Rhys Davis was the tallest member of the cast. No way. Oh, okay, hang on. If we're including Gandalf, then Gandalf. Okay, Gandalf the Grey is more hotter than Gandalf the White, in my opinion. Like, I feel like Gandalf the Grey was like, he had that energy, you know what I mean? But he was definitely Gandalf. I did find Gandalf attractive in the first film, especially when he was fighting the Borak. I was like, yes, King, get it. Yeah, Gimli, that's what I mean. I feel like the fact that Gimli is so funny and he is very like confident. I think that's why I like him. Gollum is the hottest. Orlando is hot, but I think Vigo is hotter. Yeah, I feel like Legolas. I agree. Legolas was pretty attractive. Ah, Sam and Frodo, really? I feel like Frodo is very aesthetic looking. Like when he cries, he's very beautiful when he cries, you know? But I feel like I just don't feel it for the hobbits. Yeah, Pippin and Merry, cute though. Boromir last? Kay, what are you doing? Boromir's at the top. What do you mean? What line in Lord of the Rings have you adopted in everyday life? Ooh. I don't know. I kind of want to what was it? Full of a took. I kind of want to like use that as an insult. Either that or you shall not pass is a good one. To my dog when he tries to go out the front door, you shall not pass. Love and respect, Queen. I won't judge. No, come on. You can see it, right? Gandalf the Grey. He just has that energy. I think Erwin was my biggest crush from the films, even over Arwen, really. I really love Arwen. I feel like she's so beautiful. Yeah, Gandalf was more sassy. Maybe that's why I liked Gandalf the Grey. Oh, yeah, when Gimli fell for Galadriel. Yeah, that warmed my heart. I thought that was so cute. No hobbits getting love. No little people lovers. The Hobbit is also the story of the incident with the dragon. Yes. I feel like I would like to watch The Hobbit. Yeah, I like the sound of like Gandalf adventures, dragons, trolls. I feel like it would be a lot of fun. I do like Rosie. Who's Rosie? Remind me who Rosie is? Oh, is that the actress? I don't know any of like the actors or the actresses' names, to be honest. Okay, I feel like we're bordering on 2 hours right now. So I think I will end here. Thank you for everyone coming along and saying hello, though. I really appreciate it. This was a good discussion. Thank you for everyone for being respectful of everyone's opinions. I'm very grateful for that. Ah, Rosie Sam's crush. Yeah, okay, yeah. When he was like, go ask Rosie for a dance. He was like, no. That was cute. Um, Elijah Wood lives in my neighborhood. Oh my god, that's so random. Yeah, hobbits aren't hot but cute, exactly. Yeah, I feel like thank you for everyone for coming and saying hello and, answering the questions. It was nice to hear everyone's opinions because I feel like everyone has sort of different favorites based on their personal experiences and like nostalgia and stuff. So it was nice to hear everyone's sort of opinion. And if anyone missed the start of the stream will automatically be uploaded on the channel in the little live tab. You can rewatch it. Yeah, this will be available to watch on replay Hater. So if you're watching on PC, you just click like the live tab and the live stream will be there for you to watch. And you can also see the chat replay and you can also comment below. So I have the prompts and the questions in the description. So if you want to answer them later, you can just like write them in the comments below. I'll be reading them. But yeah, thank you guys. Two Towers Part 1 will be available on Thursday, hopefully. It'll be up for early access on Patreon. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in my Patreon. It's linked somewhere. But yeah, I will try and edit it as quick as possible. But I hope you guys are excited. And after we do part 2 of Two Towers, I will schedule a live stream to discuss that film as well. So it will just make sure you keep an eye out like in your feed because it'll say when it's like scheduled. But if you would like more notice, just follow me on Instagram and I'll post it on there. Um, See you at the theater. Yeah, see you soon, Dan. Yes, thank you, Otaku, and thank you, Eric. Thank you, Hater. Thank you, Danny. And thank you, Cuboid. Check out my Patreon if you guys haven't already. Will there be a live chat during the YouTube version? Oh, should I do that, Dan? What is it called? Like, when you premiere a video, right? You can do like a live chat and everyone can watch it together. Should I do that for part 1 of Two Towers? Because it will go up, when will it go up? It'll go up either the afternoon European time or evening European time, which will be morning for Americans. So I don't really know who will turn up if it'll be like a premiere. I guess I could schedule it later so that more Americans can join. That would be awesome to have a live chat. Yeah, okay. What time works for you guys then? Should I do a poll? Maybe I'll do a poll in the community tab. Okay, I'll look into it. Thank you. I'll do a poll in the community tab so you guys can pick a time if we do a premiere. But thank you for the idea. I will try and figure it out for you guys. Thank you, Cuboid. Okay. Thank you for turning up to the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you're excited for the next reactions. Eee! I'm excited. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye. This might take a second. Goodbye.